How's it going, everyone? Craig here with Craig Dacey Financial Coaching, and I want to talk to you about car maintenance today and adding that into your budget. And I have a little trick, a little hack that you can do in your budget to start saving for those car repairs without straining the budget to set more money aside than what maybe you could squeeze out. Now, before I do, I want to share with you my financial freedom roadmap. This is a free PDF that is a step-by-step guide out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Literally, it's going to tell you what to do in order to reclaim your money and reach a place of financial freedom. So to get that sent directly to your inbox, absolutely free, click on the link below the video and I will send it straight to you. Okay, now I'm going to show you again, like I said, a trick for saving for car maintenance. So what we're going to do is we're going to look into my EveryDollar budget to do this today. But what happens is sometimes I'm working with a client and we get through their budget and they're barely making ends meet, trying to save that emergency fund, and maybe right off the bat having an extra $50 for car maintenance, there's nothing, right? We've cut all their excess spending, we've cut everything down that we can, and we're barely saving anything for the emergency fund, much less this car repair. And so I have a little trick for saving for that car repair if you're not able to put it in there at all, or if you can only put in a little bit every month. This is something you can do. So I'm going to come down here to auto and gas, and what I do is with gasoline, I over budget every month because I've never once bought gasoline on an impulse. I've never gone out and put gas in my car because I was just dying to fill up, right? We fill up when we need to fill up, and gas tends to fluctuate. So it could be gas prices change, the amount we're driving changes. So what I do is I think on average, if I fill up once a week, so maybe it's $30 a week, that's $120 a month, right? For 4 weeks. I add another tank of gas on top of that just in case I drive more, in case gas prices go up. So I budget $150. What usually ends up happening is I have leftover money at the end of the month. And so what I can do with that is I can make that my car repair fund. So whatever's left over at the end of the month, if you're using EveryDollar, I'm going to show you how to turn that into a fund. If you're just doing this on your own, paper and pencil, if you have one of my budgeting PDFs or something like that, then what we'll do is at the end of the month, we're going to go pull that cash out. Which could still be a good idea, by the way, if you're using EveryDollar to go pull that cash out. That way you don't spend it elsewhere. But let's say for this month of April, so looking at EveryDollar, I have my auto and gas line. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a fund. And what this does is that means every month it's going to roll over what's left. So right now I planned $300. There's 300 in there. I have a transaction sitting here from when I went and filled up gas. So I add that in and now it's 270. Let's just say I go and fill up 2 more times. I said it was about $30 each time. So I'm going to add one more. So let's just say that for this person, they budgeted $300 and they only spent 90. That would be sweet, right? Probably not. But just for simplicity's sake, they budgeted 300 for their household. They only spent 90. So now they have $210 left. So when they go to the next month up here and they click on May, it's going to copy it over. I'm going to have to reset this budget because I've already copied over. But when I hit reset, I come down here to auto and gas. You'll see that it takes the 210 I had left over and it adds this new 300 to it. So that means I have a remaining balance of 510. So for this new budget. So with April, I get to the end of April and honestly 210 is kind of unrealistic. Where am I? Here I am. But here, let's add one more transaction for $150 just to make this a little bit more realistic. So maybe you have $60 left. Okay. So what I would do is I would go to the bank at the end of the month. I'd pull that 60 out that this EveryDollar budget says I have, and I would put that into a car repair envelope, a physical envelope that just sits either in my closet or whatever. Okay. If I do that, then I can add a transaction to take that 60 out. But if I do this every month, month on month on month, maybe there's 61 month, the next month there's an extra 30, the next month there's an extra whatever. Because I've always overestimated for gas, I should never be under on gas, I should always have a little bit left over. I can just stick all that aside, and maybe 6 months down the road, I have $300 in an envelope and a tire blows. Now I have that money set aside for tire repairs, while still being able to fund that emergency fund, while still being able to work the debt snowball. I didn't have to pull and set aside an extra $50 on the side. I did, but it was kind of a little mind hack because I took what I would be budgeting for gas anyway. I'm just keeping that extra for car repairs. So that's one little trick you can do. Try it out, see if it works for you, see if it ends up being enough. But yeah, let me know what you think. Drop a comment in the comments box below. If you liked this video and want to see more, I do tons of EveryDollar tutorials and other topics we talk about all surrounding personal finance. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I would love to see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.